welcome to Conversations in the Corner with Latish Corner. I have a special guest here with me today. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey, I'm Shanice, co-worker. Love that for me.
Okay, perfect. So where are you from?
I'm from Denver, Colorado. Yeah, Mile High.
How long have you been in Houston?
January makes 3 years, so going on full, I guess 3.5 years.
January. What brought you here?
My friend, she moved out here 10 years ago. I used to visit her, so I would come periodically. And once I hit 30, I was like, it's time to leave the nest, get uncomfortable, try something new. I was looking for hotter weather, more guys, and I found it.
How do you feel about Houston?
It's okay. It's all right. I'm not sure it's my forever home, but it definitely has taught me some things already about myself, and that there's more to my little box of world. And it's a little dirty, but it's cool. It's cool. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's cool though. It's cool though. It's yeah.
Do you have any family here?
No family, just my friend. She's my best friend from back home, but we're complete opposites. She's a Pisces.
Is she?
She's a Pisces, and y'all, honey. But that's my girl. I love her. But I do also live and respect that. She has her own family, and she still makes time to hang out with me. So.
Okay, perfect. So when you say she has her own family, she has her kids and a husband?
She is a stepmother, and she loves that, and I support her.
Okay, perfect. And is she around 32?
She just had a birthday. She turned 34. Yeah, she's the older one.
Okay, perfect. And how old are you?
I'm 33.
33.
92.
And do you want children?
I do. I would probably want a child. I don't know. At this day and age, I'm talking to my mom and my dad, and they're like, girl, what are you going to do? Are you going to freeze the eggs? What's going on? I feel like it's different from their 30 to my 30. And
you got a good at least 15 years.
I'm staying back active and healthy. So that's going to help prolong. And that's,
don't be in a rush.
I'm not in a rush, because it's more and more I realize it's a big, and I already knew it's a big responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I have a dog, and he's 7, and that's...
You've had him the whole 7 years?
Whole 7 years, and he still shits on the couch. He's so bad. Only when he sees, he just did it when Denise and I went to the rodeo. When he sees that I'm leaving with friends without him, he gets a little way. Yeah.
Have you tried to put him on some classes?
And that's exactly what I've been saying, and that's the universe been telling me get it to that. He's fully trained. He's a multi-pool, so he's very cognitive what he does. But I do need to get him into play. What is it? Playground. What is that called?
Yeah,
a doggy daycare
classes.
He knew exactly when I came home. He hid in that room. I said, "Oh, what'd you do?" He know.
Okay.
He's a bad.
Let's talk about race just a little bit. So your father is
African American and Indian,
and your mom.
To this day, she's not 100% sure, but she's always told me that I'm Black, white, Filipino, Spanish, and Indian.
So what does she look like to your eye?
She definitely doesn't look only Caucasian. She definitely has something in her. Mm-hmm. But she was adopted, so she's never wanted to get an ancestor me or anything like that. But her eyes are like my eyes. We got some little slant to it. So that's where we get that.
Do you think it's harder to grow up biracial versus just one race?
Yes and no. I can't really speak on just one race because I am. But it is always kind of been oh, you're not Black enough or you're not white enough. So growing up for me, it was a little more of I would say kind of not necessarily the first generation of mixed breeds, but I was kind of in that upbringing. And people just girls did not like me because of the way I look. And I have a natural mean look. And I was raised more predominantly by my dad. So I look just like him. I just act just like him. So people always thought there was a problem. And it just to me, it was always just, I don't know, it was always going back and forth until I realized man, I don't even care what it is and I'm gonna be one of one. So I learned that pretty young.
Mm.
So I was actually very grateful to have my dad be the predominant raiser rather than my mom. Because let's take it back. I used to go, my mom, she moved to Nebraska when I was in 3rd grade. So I did 3rd grade, 4th grade, back to Colorado, back and forth until high school. I had to choose. And when I was in Nebraska for 8th grade, I had my first boyfriend, and we was writing a notebook together. And my mom called, and she was like, "Oh yeah, hell no." So I didn't really have a choice. She was like, "You gotta go live with your dad, because if you stay out here, it's just out there." I mean, I hate to say nothing against Nebraska, but there's just nothing. There's nothing to do but produce and drink, you know. So she saw that, and she was like, "Yeah, no." So I'm very thankful, because I didn't want to be a child of, or I am a child of teenage pregnancy. So I didn't want to repeat that. And that was something that was always instilled growing up. So I was always kind of wary of that. So I'm just happy the things played out the way that they did. I wish my mom was able to, like, you know, be more in the same state as me. But I think that all happens for a reason. And I'm still trying to get her to come out to see me to this day. Like, with the Houston, she's not really open to it. She just thinks big city scary for her.
Are you guys close?
We're very close. So I'm like, girl, like in Colorado, like when I moved with my dad, she'll come out every summer, and I'll go out there for Christmas. I grew up Muslim, we would say, so I would go celebrate Christmas for her. But yeah, ever since I moved here, and it's only been like 3 years, she's like, yeah, I'm not. But now I feel like her anxiety, I had to be more understanding of where she is in her life. And I think that's something that when I was happy about my dad raising me, it was something that he had to be like kind of really, really strong. And I have empathy, but I kind of sometimes lack sympathy. No, I have sympathy, but I lack the empathy. It's like I care for others, but I'm also like, girl, come on now, like you a grown lady, like get together, get in the gym, do something. Like you're in a rut. So it's something that now that I'm kind of like being a parent to my mom, and she's only 50. You know, so I'm just like, woo, do I want kids? I don't know. Gotta take care of the parents.
And that's very true. I just told my son that last night. Like I'm living on the edge, because I know I always have him to fall back on.
And I support her whatever she wants to do. So I just spoke to her. She was like, if you can come out here and then fly back with me. I was like, okay, but you flying back by yourself. Like, I'm gonna come and get you, I'm gonna pay for your ticket, you're gonna get your ass out here, and you're gonna stay for a week or two. Then it's like, hopefully. But I don't know. There's only so much I can stress myself about that. And I tell my dad about it, and he'd be like, she's never been a mom, you know. So he's still like, me. And I just can't even really express how, because it hurts my feelings that he's just not more understanding. But
now, when's his birthday?
he's Aries, 27th.
Oh,
March.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's just...
They're more straight shooters.
Straight shooters, like, if she wanted to, she would. She don't.
Right.
So.
And when's her birthday?
She's a Cancer.
Oh, she's more sensitive.
She's so sensitive.
She's more sensitive. She can't help it.
She can't. And sometimes she's like, okay, I can't talk to you. I'll call you back. I'm like, Mom, I don't even try to talk to you like that, but damn.
Well, be nice. Look, be nice.
try.
Do you consider yourself a girl's girl?
I consider myself a girl's girl. It's been bent backwards over me growing up. I don't know what a girl's girl is. To me, a girl's girl is just kind of standing on girl principle. So, hey, if something's going on that's fishy that you would want to know about, let me know about it. It's not snitching. But if it's somebody else's business, I don't need to know about it. But if it's something that pertains to me or something about mine, let me know. Or give me a foresight, a warning. I also think that being a girl's girls is helping each other, paying it forward, and help building each other up. I don't like friends who are stagnant, that don't want to help elevate their own self. Like, if you can't help yourself, I can't help you. So I just feel like this generation, my generation of women, are just a little lost and don't have any self-independence anymore. So again, it goes with the sympathy and empathy. I could fuck with it. I could mess with it. But I don't know, it just gotta make sense. It just gotta make it make sense. And I'm just not interested in too much of what you got going on if we don't align. And the older I've gotten, the smaller the circle has gotten. And I always knew that since high school. Like, I've never been like, oh, I need to have all this. And I hated being popular because I'm just naturally funny. I was a class clown. And I also use that to my defense of being like, ooh, I don't know, kind of nervous. So, oh, no, I say I'm a girl's girl because I'm hilarious and I'm sensible. And not most girls was raised only by the day.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you feel like you know how to hold it down? And what I mean, like, hold it down, like, do you think that you would be a ride or die friend?
I know. So I had a past, and I'm just, I'm not as bubbly and green as we think, but I keep that suppressed because I mean you have to go through the trials and tribulations to polish to who you are now. Like in high school, I went through the yanking phase, and I got my girl back. We out here, we riding, we was out here doing the most with the goons, with the bros. Like I grew up with that too. So, but I'm just so glad it happened in my youth and not now, and I don't carry any of that collectibilism with me anymore.
What is a friend? What does that mean to you, being a friend?
Being a friend? I don't know, because there's a friend, there's an acquaintance, there's somebody you just go out with.
Mm-hmm.
A friend to me is somebody that, and then friends was always hard for me to keep along, like, up through the day, because for some reason, and I don't want to ever be, like, the cockiness or something, but there's a light in certain people. It's not on you, seeing you. And when you vibe with that and you lock in, you like, okay, yeah, I see that light in you too. But then over a certain time, it's like, again, it goes back to the friend or people being stagnant with their lifestyle and they take it out on you. Then they're like, oh, you and this, and you try to help and elevate. But certain opportunities come, like I can give you the sauce, but I can't tell you how to cook your own meal. Like I can show you, but so I just feel like that kind of deters in the way. Now Denise and I, my friend from back home, the reason why we're just solid and besties is because we're able to have conflict, and sure we'll like yell about it, but then we'll get over it. Well, hey, what's up? Like we'll move on, but then we won't like just brush on her. Hey, what's up? How's it going today? Okay, yeah, all right. But then the other day, then that was funny, huh? Like you have to address the elephant in the room. Like no matter what it is. For me, even if it's light and I don't like the way, but I'm oversensitive and ridiculous and extra needy in any of my relationships. So if my friend, they need to understand that, no, I don't want to hang out all the time. And if we don't talk this week, it's not like, oh, I'm not messing with you, but it's also like, hey, if you don't call me that next week, I'm like, damn, where you at? So I don't know. I'm a clingy friend, and I only cling to certain energies. And so a friend to me is somebody who just sees you through and thin. Like they don't judge you. You ain't gotta feel like, ooh, girl, don't say nothing. I don't even want to tell nobody don't say nothing if I want to tell them something. Like I already know, like once I say something, this ain't going nowhere. Like I like people who are themselves, self-sufficient, financially literate, funny, friendly. But you don't have to do too much. Don't do too much. Don't try to do too much. And doing too much meaning like, oh, I got this and this. And I'm not friends with friends of what they got. I'm friends of who they are and how they were kind of upraised. And I can kind of tell that. I mean, I know that our 90s babies was a single parent households. But I also know, like, okay, if you at least, graduated, you're doing something, like, as long as you're doing something with your life. Those are the type of friends I need. I don't need friends just to go outside with. Like, work friends, I completely categorize them as work friends. I know it may seem like I'm just, like, itching and earning, but that's just naturally how my personality is. It just wants to, I don't like to be down and negative. And I don't like people to be down and negative because that energy reflects. So long as we all let one balance sound. So just people like that with the same like-minded, like good, positive. I would say positive people make the best friends.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But do you feel like sometimes it's hard to find positive friends?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because everybody's going through their own things. And it just, you can't be. I'm a Libra, so it's a balance. I'm always unbalanced. So it's always up and down.
You said you're always unbalanced?
Yeah. Excuse me. So I'm always just trying to find balance, and I understand everybody else. And who am I to judge anybody and put anything past it? So I just know what type of people I gravitate to and who I like to be around. And I know in a sense that I like to be by myself too. So I like friends that have their own space and I had this one friend that just every time my love is cooking. So every time I come bring groceries, I'm gonna cook, kick it, smoke some hookah. Always spending the night. Like, babe only lives 5 minutes away. Why aren't you going home? Like, you know, like I don't mind a little slumber party one there. But it's becoming, no, you coming over, I don't want you because you're about to spend the night. Oh, why can't I? I don't know. It be getting too much. Just go home.
So you saying they would come over for dinner and just never leave?
Yeah.
So you like a little company, but you don't want them to stay too long.
Yeah. Balance.
A little balance.
A little balance. I like to be with myself. I do. I'll sit there with no TV on. But then I also feel like that's been my downfall. As older, I'm getting just too many overthoughts. So I've been journaling recently, and I've been feeling like that's been helped because I feel like I have ADHD. I might have it.
Do you think you're a good friend?
I think I'm a great friend. I think I'm a great friend to the friends that I like to be friends to. And people don't understand that I'm able to cultivate different energies and put people in different categories. And other than that, like once we lock in, like I'm giving you my own clothes, I'm giving you this, I made this, I go to Sam's Club, so I'm overly shopping all the time. Out here, I don't have family, so the 1-2 friends I have, I'm always like, all right, what you doing? All right, here's this. Okay, what we doing? Like, so I think I overextend myself to the people who I really, really like, genuinely like, and I do find myself getting lost once I find a partner, and just like want to do everything for them. But
are you dating?
I'm not really dating. I'm dating. I'm on an app.
What app are you on?
I'm on a Hinge. Instagram.
Instagram has a dating website?
I mean, no, but I feel like Instagram is the OG of dating.
How do you date on Instagram?
By falling into people's DMs. I mean, you're going on their page, you're looking at their pictures. Oh, that's enticing. Let me.
Oh, so you do that?
Yeah. I mean,
how does that work for you?
I just hate that for this generation. It's just an emoji text. Ugh. Like, I'll go underneath somebody's age, I'll send the eyes, and if they come back, they'll start to liking. Then I might like one more, then they'll send me a DM, and then I might follow them back, then they follow me. It's just a cat and mouse game. It's really overrated. I'm old school, okay? I was born in the 90s. I'm looking for a 90s love in the 2000. I don't know, the 2000. It's just the worst. It's just the worst. Nobody loves anybody anymore. Nobody wants to. Everybody thinks they got a million more options, especially in Houston. Is one girl, 10
men.
Me. Me. So I don't like that, how everybody always thinks there's always more options. And in a sense there is, but it's like, is anyone ever just talking to one person?
Yeah.
No. It's like, yes, you are, but you're not. You're maybe texting your friend or liking something, having a chat on Instagram. That's cool. But I just feel like everybody always thinks there's more.
Have you considered dating beneath you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
So when I say maybe he has an eye in the middle of his forehead.
That's funny that you say that, because I used to always be like, you put your little finger. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Not to be like that, and not to be like it's all vanity, because I am somebody who likes to get into the interior before I completely decide. But obviously you have to be physically attracted. You know, them girls, we have the same thing. Like, oh yeah, I could hit that. Before you're really interested in going deeper, which is so big. But I mean, yeah, I don't know about a deformity. But if actually I'm trying to talk to I usually don't talk to people younger than me. And I'm talking to this 30-year-old. And today, I ain't gonna hold you. Today I was like, this is wild. And we've been texting for like good 2.5 months. Today, I just can't. You unsending stuff on Instagram, but we talk about it in the text. Like, what you hiding for? Like, you must got a girlfriend.
Do you meet me and where you work?
I do not want that type of caliber.
Why?
I mean, it'd be a dime a stack, a dime a dozen. But I feel like I be so zoned in at work, that's different from me, that I don't even.
Do you get a lot of action though at work?
I don't, because I walk around with a meme. Now, if you're my table, then they're like, oh, great. But I purposely am kind of like that. That's not, I'm more closed off. I'm open once you get to know me. If you don't like me, you don't. If you don't know me, you don't like me. If you know me, you like me. It's always been like that. I'm hard to figure out. I don't like to be like, you don't know me. Like, so, no. they cool, but nah. And then, especially if you're my customer, and we come to the tip, no, normally I don't be looking. I'll be like, when you flirting, I'ma look, and you on press cut. Not tipping your bartender and trying to get out of it is crazy. So no. Oh, 20% is included. Sure is. Next.
What advice would you give to the young girls that like want to move? They live in a small town now and they want to relocate to a big city. Not necessarily Houston, but anywhere.
My sister is actually about to graduate next month, and she's 18, and she wants to come out here so bad. And me and my friend, we've always kind of been like, dang, if we would have got out here a little bit early, then we'd been running it up. But like, we would have been had the savings, been doing this. I think out here, or bigger cities, like more fast paced, and you're able to kind of like get to clicking things quicker. I wouldn't recommend Houston. It's just too active for somebody young. I'm actually glad the universe didn't allow me to move when I was going to move when she moved out here, which was about 27. I needed a little more time to mature and get my ducks in order, or else I had to come out here and just been moved by the fake necklaces. Like, it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors, and I didn't really understand that into my later 30s. At 33, I'm just like, dang, I moved here green as hell, and I'm not even that green because I had a whole father figure. So I was just like, oh. So it's just a lot more things that you be not privy to and a little naive to that you would do. I wouldn't even move here until I was 25. I'm not gonna tell you. Like, y'all growing up here, that's awesome. Y'all are able to understand it a little more and see more of a microscope. But somebody just coming out here, like the promoters, the nightlife and all that, and like having to talk to them seriously, or like even date some of them to like get on a schedule, or even, and you're paying so much money for all these uniforms that you don't even get to work. That's why I love working at a brunch spot with a female owner, because it's straight to the business. As long as you can make the people satisfied, because that's what we're here for, customer service and building rapport, then great. Because I first came here, I remember going to the casting call. I brought a resume. They said, "What is this? Where's your picture?" Oh, I didn't get it. Like, it's the professionalism is not what you think. So, I think that they're gonna be moving out here at a younger age. Definitely have some type of family, because there's women and males that want to persuade you to move a certain way that you may not think or may not know is I don't know. You may think I don't know. It's not. I just say no. I just say don't do it. I just say don't.
Do you think the way you feel about yourself, not necessarily you, but the way a person feels about themselves, affects how they deal with other people?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, if you're negative and you're just not happy, you're gonna go into the world and give out negatives and unhappiness. So, but I also feel like you need to do your own inner work and not let other people dictate how you feel. And the inner work, I mean by shadow work, your own adult childhood, just it's kind of going against the grain. And you know, like I said, I was a child of a teenager, so teenagers raised me. They didn't know what they was doing. Like, it takes a village. I'm thankful for all my family that helped guide me to here. I don't think I'm perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, but I do think I have a strong enough head on my shoulders and a little street smarts to be able to navigate myself out here comfortably and safely. Because, oh no, it's a lot of craziness and it's a lot of crime right everywhere you go. So just knowing when to be in places and to get up out of places. Like, you don't need to be in every room to be noticed.
Do you think you're misjudged?
Oh yeah, my whole life misjudged, and it just is what it is. And I just, like, at this point, I just go with the flow, because I used to care to correct. I don't. After like 25, 26, I'm like, man. And really after 30, that's when I was like, I can't please my family. I didn't finish college all the way. So that's what I'm enrolled into this fall for interior design. I'm doing that for me now at my own pace. I feel like I was kind of raised as I was the first grandbaby until I was 17. And so now I have like 13 cousins. And so they always kind of put that I always like to call myself Cinderella. I had to have it perfect and everything was going and I was taking care of everything and but deep down, man, I was on there like, who's gonna save me? You gotta save yourself. So clock that T.
Clock that T. So what is something like, because I know it's people out there that have opinions about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've heard rumors about you like I've heard rumors about me. What's a rumor that you've heard about yourself that you might want to correct today?
A rumor that I've heard about myself. I would say that I'm not genuine. Like, just because I'm like bubbly and goofy does not mean that I'm not straight down to the business and don't understand what the hell is going on. I use that as a defense mechanism most of the time too, but it's only because like you don't need to know the real me unless I want you to know. So once you're around me over a certain period of time, you're gonna see there's work niece and there's niece. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like time tells around me. Like I'm not an instant gratification for anybody. So the misconception of is that I'm just full of it and I'm not genuine. Crazy work.
Why do you think they think that though? Like what? Because I know sometimes people say that we're putting stuff out there to get that kind of energy back. What do you think that you're putting out there that people would think that you're not genuine?
Because I really don't know, because I try to dial in and see in their scope and ask. You know, I'm always asking like, what's the? I just stop caring. I think that because I don't care, because I do have a nonchalant attitude. I'll care, and then one minute I'm like, okay, because it's like, again, I'm gonna read off your actions. Like, you care, one minute, I care too. But if you don't, then I'm on the same time too. Like, I'm not gonna overdo something. Overcompensate when it's clearly we could just move forward. I just think that people think that I'm younger than what I look, and maybe I act younger than I am. But I'm also I'm granny. I'm about to be 34. Trade 4. Oh my God.
Do you think sometimes you overcompensate, or do you think you're over? I'm not saying you do, but if people say you're overcompensating, do you think you're overcompensating because of the attention you didn't get from your mother when you were a teenager? Like, are you still looking for that love from her?
I'm not. I think I'm just a natural jokester, and people take that sometimes as me being like it's jokey funny. Like I'm taking it as jokey funny and they're taking it as jokey like, oh, you're being sarcastic and fake, which I've always been sarcastic too, because everybody's always taking things too harsh and I like to take it more light. With my mom, I just think to this day, yeah, I mean, that's where I feel like I lack the empathy, because I'm just like, yeah, I care, but man, get a shit out the mud. Like I don't. Like I do, but I don't. I'll care if I fuck with you. If I don't, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see somebody that I'm gonna give them a dollar. I like to pay it forward because it's always gonna come back. And that's one thing I'm so glad I did yoga for so long, because it helped open up my own spiritual journey. Like my mom was Christian, my dad was Muslim. I never went to a mosque, but like I didn't have to wear a hijab or anything like that. It wasn't that serious. So finding my own spiritual kind of guidance to know that I'm my own temple on this earth, and as long as I do good, feel good, look good, great good, it's gonna come out. As long as I feel it and pay it forward, no matter what comes against me in adversities, just gotta keep pushing. So I always think that I lack some kindness to people. Like even my friends, like, you're just rude. And every man I've had, they're like, you're rude.
You're rude?
Yeah, I am rude.
You think you're rude?
The real like me that doesn't care at all, I just be like, all right, like I don't have time for little. I just don't tolerate really much at all. And I do talk. I feel like I've cleaned it up a lot since my youth, but like how I used to speak to people is a real Aries mouth. Like my rising is Aries and my moon is a Taurus. So it's like I'm really kind of an asshole. I'm
You think you're an asshole?
I know so, but I know at work is that's Shanice, and then there's Shanice so nice. So I don't think I intentionally tried to be, but I also think that some things that I just don't go for, and when I say like or what or how I respond kind of comes off like It's the facials. I've always had a facial thing.
I have a facial problem too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I think so. I like a little asshole in this because I mean it's a little balance. Like, man, you're not gonna walk over me, but I'm also like, hey, don't do that. Just kidding.
Well, all right. So, What's something that you've learned since you've been in Houston?
Something I've learned, I just definitely think that, that really, you have to save yourself. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Like,
You know, I have a book that's on Amazon, Words from a Broken Girl, and that's actually a poem in there. You have to save yourself.
yeah, and I didn't realize that till.
And I think
till
that's
now.
like the last, I was waiting on some, I'm going to look it up after we close out. I think that's the last word, is I was waiting on somebody to save me. Nobody's coming, sis. You got to save yourself.
Your parents are always going to be there, but it's time for you to.
I'm not going to lie to you, Shanice. I'm 46 years old. And deep down inside, I think I'm still waiting on somebody to save me. I'm not going to give up on that.
I'm never going to give up. But I had to focus and hone in more on doing what's best for me than searching. It's going to attract rather than me search. I need to let it just back to attract and not yearn and look and lust for it. So I think I kind of got caught up on that when I first moved here. Like, oh, I just want to date. I just want to find my husband. And I do. And I would like to have a kid before 36. But, in this fantasy world.
What does your husband look like? And when I say look like, I mean from the inside out.
Yeah,
like his characteristics. His
charming, charismatic, family first, intelligent, a family man, financially literate, funny, fine.
What's fine? Like, what does his shell look like?
Ideally, I'm attracted to my chocolate brothers over. I would love over 6'3", 6'4". Anything over that, woo! Tree trunk. That's ideal. Nice teeth. Nice little build to himself. He ain't gotta be totally, but nice little build. Take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself by going to the gym a little bit. Shave all
Getting the
this.
steps in. So you don't like a beard?
Beard
I love a beard.
The beard is not bad. As long as you keep it nice. And it has to be this. It has to be, come on. I can't.
I love
ingrown. Are they ingrown? No.
I love all that.
I need you to clean it up.
Don't
Dreads is okay. I like a little fade.
Locks.
Locks, excuse me, because that's so white people know. I didn't know living in Colorado. But I don't really try to judge too much. And that's something my dad to this day is like, you need to peel back on the layers and stop trying to think this 6'9" baller is going to come in.
He might,
because that's what I'm still like. I see the basketball wives, and I'm like, Shanice.
He might.
It could be you one day.
It could be. Maybe not a basketball player. He might work at Home Depot.
Or Home Depot. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. As long as you have a career.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A job is different. Because I ain't gonna lie. Home Depot is a job. You need to have a career. Okay, you going to school then?
No. I'm going to tell you why Home Depot is not necessarily different than a career. Because imagine this. Okay, he just graduated from high school. He got a job at Home Depot. He's been at Home Depot for 20 years. Okay. He's the general manager. He has 4 or 5 stores. Okay. He's running stuff.
Then you're the regional, not the general. You're the regional.
General
now if you're a regional and you're not in the
stores. I'm going
to
be honest with you. You can be head cashier. Just as long as you're going to work and doing what you're supposed to do.
And have another hobby then. Have another hobby, something that you like to do, like build. I like men who like build things. These men these days want to wear purses. So go build something.
What do you want them to build? I'm going to see if we want to build
something. A fence. No,
I say a porch. I always ask.
See? A fence, a porch.
Can you build a porch? Because I want like a camper and then I want my porch on the side of my camper.
How ideal is that? Can you lay pavement, bruh? Or can you only lay the pipe? I'm done with just laying the pipe.
Can you lay pavement?
I could change the tire.
But can you at least tell him what to do?
I can help instruct, and that's something that I like to do. Like, I can help guide you, but you need to be already built, if that makes sense. Like, we can build together, but you need to be some type of building, and we can branch off and grow off. I'm not looking to build a.
Not looking to build a man.
Just come with some keys already. Because I cannot. I've been trying to build me. Right. And that's what I should be worried about. And then let's build.
You want him to be able to lead you.
Exactly.
You not build him.
I need a provider, a leader, a protector.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to those? Stay tuned.
Oh, not stay tuned. All right, with that being said, where do you see yourself going like the next 5 years? What the next 5 years look like?
Last question. Since high school. The next 5 years, since I'll be 34 this year, ooh, in 5 years, be 39. Oh my God, already 40. So by 40, I see myself definitely owning my own yoga studio. It would be half juice, like a yoga, or excuse me, like a yoga juice type of establishment, like a smoothie bar / yoga studio. Hot yoga would be ideal. I don't want to be teaching. I just want to oversee and run it. And I would love to be married by then. I still believe in just being married to one person, being committed and waking up. It would be ideal if we had one child by then. If not, I'm starting to get into the phase where like, well, maybe, maybe it's, I want to experience, giving life, but I'm also feel like I was brainwashed my whole life to feel like that's what I have to do. That I'm like, well, I don't mind it just being me. But I feel like I've never been deeply in love where I'm like, I want to have this baby. So I would love to have a child, be married, own my business. I like my man to do whatever he does, and with us to travel often.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, in 5 years, I cannot wait to follow back up with you so we can talk about your husband and your child
and your life
and your hot yoga studio with the juice bar on the side.
Because now I'm just a hot girl.
I'm excited for you. Oh, thank you, Shanice, for driving all the way out here.
I appreciate it.
I do not take that for granted. I appreciate you. And we are going to follow up with Shanice in about 5 years.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night.